Welcome back to the channel, where today I am going to show you a significantly faster, more efficient workflow for turning long landscape videos into perfect high-performing vertical clips. If you have ever attempted to repurpose a traditional widescreen interview or talking head video into a vertical format for Reels, TikTok, or Shorts, you already know the pain of that tedious process. You have to manually set up your guides, create an entirely new timeline, drag your heavy clip in, and then painstakingly keyframe every single movement just to keep the subject in the center of the frame. It technically works, but honestly, it is absolutely soul-crushing if you are managing a large stack of long-form videos that you need to chop up and distribute. Let us quickly recap the old-school approach just so you can clearly see why integrating an automated, intelligent tool into your pipeline actually matters. In standard software like Premiere Pro or Resolve, you would typically set up a 9:16 vertical sequence, throw your widescreen clip onto the timeline, and start the manual labor. You would have to manually animate the position X and Y parameters or place a long series of keyframes to follow the subject as they move around the frame. If you are very lucky and your subject barely moves at all, that is totally fine. But if they pace around, reach for props, or if someone else enters the frame, you are in for a long day. You end up sitting there, adjusting curves, easing, and fiddling with settings until everything looks natural, which is a process that is precise, but incredibly slow. When you have multiple clips to process, or have to output for several different social platforms, that time investment multiplies exponentially. Now, to be completely real with you, Resolve's Smart Reframe and Premiere's Auto-Reframe features are neat tools that are definitely better than doing every single motion path by hand. They analyze motion and generate keyframes for you, which is a massive help, but even those features have distinct limitations. Sometimes they miss subtle action, they can get confused by overlays or quick cuts, and they are not really built to churn out dozens of variants or schedule posting across platforms. Plus, doing this in a heavy NLE means rendering massive files, waiting on long exports, and manually organizing your entire content calendar. This is exactly where Vizard comes in for me, and it is the main reason why I have started leaning on it whenever I am batching repurposed clips for my clients. It is an AI-first workflow that essentially feels like Smart Reframe evolved specifically for creators who want to publish content, not fuss over pixels. Let me walk you through my exact process so you can see how it saves hours of time and actually makes your vertical videos look much cleaner. Step 1 is simply uploading the source video, where I drag the long interview or stream directly into the Vizard dashboard. The user interface is super chill. It does not try to overwhelm you with a million panels or confusing settings. Vizard immediately starts analyzing the clip to find highlights, faces, and moments with the highest potential for social engagement. That analysis is the key, because instead of me scrubbing for the 1 minute where something funny or useful happens, the tool gives me a short list of candidate moments. Step 2 involves choosing the output format and framing. I just hit the format button and pick 9:16 for vertical video. Vizard's auto-reframe is much smarter than the basic boring center crop approach you find in standard editors. It looks for the subject, follows their motion, and generates multiple crop suggestions across the timeline for you to choose from. So instead of just one static crop or a single limited tracking path, you can preview a few AI-generated reframes and pick the absolute best one. It effectively does what Smart Reframe does, but with extra layers, it can create several alternative versions with different focal points. Step 3 is auto-editing the viral clip, which is exactly where Vizard really starts to shine. After selecting the moments I want, Vizard automatically trims, adds smooth transitions, and can even apply captions and templates optimized for the platform. You do not have to manually punch in your start and end points or keyframe motion because the AI picks viral-sounding segments for you. You can tweak any clip if you want, like nudging a cut point, but often the default is already solid. Step 4 is all about batch processing and variants, which is perfect when you need to make slightly different vertical crops for testing. Vizard can generate multiple variants in one go, so you have a few different thumbnails and captions to test against each other. That is huge when you are trying to figure out which hook actually converts best on Instagram versus TikTok versus YouTube Shorts. Step 5 is scheduling and the content calendar, the practical bit that turns editing into actual distribution. Vizard's auto-schedule feature lets me set how often I want content posted, and it will queue and push them without me babysitting uploads. The content calendar gives me a visual layout of what is going live, and I can easily drag to reorder or swap in alternate edits. Compare that to exporting everything from a traditional editor, uploading manually, and trying to remember what goes where. A few quick notes you will care about include the AI accuracy, which is very good at finding reaction beats and telling moments. For multi-person scenes, it will suggest different crops for different people, so you can pick exactly what serves the clip best. You can also always override the AI. If you want a static crop or want to follow someone off-center, you can just tweak it in the editor. The final clips are high quality and ready for each platform's specs, so you do not have to mess with bitrates, sizes, or export presets. Let me also call out how Vizard compares to other tools, because while Premiere is great, it is heavy and not optimized for high-volume repurposing. CapCut and some mobile apps are great for one-offs, but they can be clunky for batch jobs and do not offer robust scheduling features. There are other AI editors that will auto-cut, but many are either too expensive or limited to very specific formats. Vizard sits in a sweet spot. It has the automation and scheduling that savvy creators need, but it is still flexible enough for a hands-on approach. Here is a real-world workflow I use when I have a 90-minute podcast episode I want to turn into 2 weeks' worth of vertical content. I upload the full episode to Vizard, let it analyze the footage, and then pick the top 10 snippets the AI suggests. For each snippet, I choose a reaction variant or an engagement variant with captions, and Vizard generates those versions automatically. I tweak any timestamps or captions if needed, then drop them into the content calendar and let Vizard post them over the next 2 weeks. This whole process used to take me days, but now it takes an hour or two for the same volume of content, which allows for actual testing. If your source has multiple speakers, always check the AI-generated pics and try a couple of variants, as reaction shots are often more engaging. Also, definitely use the caption templates because auto-generated captions are surprisingly accurate and essential since most viewers watch on mute. Batch export when you need to archive files just in case you ever want to re-upload or repurpose them in different ways later on. In short, if you want to scale your repurposing efforts, Vizard saves you time and lets you focus on content rather than exporting settings. It is the difference between being a one-person studio that grinds through edits and being someone who actually runs a content machine. Alright, that is it for today. If you have been wrestling with vertical repurposes, try this workflow to get more posts and better tests. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you reclaim your editing time, and I will see you in the next video.